Hiya, I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, about my string section and the woodwind section. I heavily utilise the Linnstrument's MIDI channel per row feature, which is quite unusual because a lot of people utilise the Linnstruments in full MPE mode. And so what that allows me to do is pipe each of the individual rows to a different instrument. So I've got 4 violins. And 3 cellos. Oh, sorry, 2 cellos, a bowed double bass, and a double bass that's constantly on pizzicato. And let me just switch to there. And with the instruments themselves, each of the different violins is a different physically modelled acoustic violins, so they sound completely different, and you can hear that as I played the same note. They've got different attacks, different nuances, different resonances, different timbres, and not only that, a different position. I've bought the full version of Ambiente by Audio Modeling, and it allows me to place all of the instruments in a physical space. So I've got the 4 violins, well, I've got the string section over here, the violins, I've got the woodwind over there, I've got the various other instruments that I use, even my vocals as well. I mean, I can, my vocals here are kind of, yeah, this is a very, very large wooden room. But let's go back to the raw. And so, yeah, it gives me access to 8 instruments at a time. I've done a similar thing to the woodwind as well, where I've got 2 oboes, 2 cor anglais, a couple of bassoons, and a couple of contrabassoons. I think those are spaced out at different octaves as well, just so I can get the full range. I've forgotten how I actually did this. But you can go even one step further, as if you do the splits down the middle. Gives me access to, obviously I can't play them all at the same time because I don't have enough fingers or brain power, but it gives me instant access to 16 instruments. It's admittedly in a limited scope, I mean, maybe about an octave each. Okay, just under an octave each. And yeah, it's a really interesting platform. You don't have to think about it too much. What I've also done as well is I've bought a couple of these SMC-Pad, is it by M-Vave? These really little cheap boxes. I'm going to try and set one up as a drum machine, and this one as a console for adding extra nuances to the strings. I mean, I've added like tremolo, for example. Slow tremolo. Pizzicato. Col legno, where you turn the bow upside down and you hit the strings of the bow with the wood. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten it's on the split. And also the harmonics as well. That's really, really nice on the cello and the lower registers if I hit the 4th harmonic. And it just adds so much extra expression with absolutely no effort. I mean, I used to be a string player, I used to be a violinist, and you just have to put a lot of energy with the bow and, you know, just to get a good sound out of it. This is effortless, pretty much effortless. I just, you know, tap randomly in little places, and it all does it for me. But yeah, the thing that's absolutely made my sound has been Audio Modeling. I've got to give them a shout out. Their physically modelled instruments are just incredible. They sound so expressive, and when paired with something like a Linnstrument, to give you the expressiveness, access to the expressiveness on all 3 axes, it's really intuitive. I feel as though I'm playing a real instrument rather than a software instrument, and that's really bizarre. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a little background look. as you can see on the Linnstrument here for Linnstrument owners, I've got it set up as a splits. The first split's using channels 1 to 8. The second split's using channels 9 to 16 on the Midi, and it's set up there for the instrument per row. I also turn off, I think, a fair lot of the pitch quantize as well, or I should do. I'm going to need to double check that. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end this there. This is like the 10th attempt at trying to explain this, and this is the best so far, so I'm going to stop and, yep, bye!